the hopes burst, shot joy all through the mind, sorrow more distant than a star. Multicolor run down all over your body, now the liquid passing all into all. Love is hot, love is hot, truth is all time. While the leaves curse, ting ting, tiny little belly round, sleepily she looked. He felt a leather cup, holding her gaze. And she took a little summer while singing this phrase. Good, 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 balabachaco. What's his name now? Good, 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 balabachaco. What's his name now? Oh yeah. Good, 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 balabachaco. What's his name now? Good, 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 balabachaco. What's his name now? What's his name? Come on, girls! Go, 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 ba-da-ba-cha-go. What's his name? In the chilly hours and minutes of uncertainty, I wanna be in the warm hold of your loving mind. For to feel you all around me and to take your hand along the sand. Ah, but I may as well try and catch the wind. When sundown hails the sky, I wanna hide a while behind your smile. And everywhere I'd look, your eyes I'd find. For me to love you now would be the sweetest thing, 'twould make me sing. Ah, but I may as well try and catch the wind. When rain has hung the leaves with tears, I want you near, for to kill my fears, for to help me to leave all my blues behind. For standing in your heart is where I want to be and I long to be. Ah, but I may as well try and catch. Ah, but I may as well try and catch. Ah, but I may as well try and catch the wind.
Well, we traveled the road there from folk roots of blues, and down the road I walked with my song Catch the Wind. My songs are all about my travels, and this one took me to the English countryside. This is Jennifer Juniper. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jennifer, Jennifer lives upon the hill. Jennifer, Jennifer, sitting very still. Is she sleeping? I don't think so. Is she breathing? Yes, very low. What you doing, Jennifer, my love? Jennifer, Jennifer, right a dappled mare. Jennifer, Juniper, the lilac in her hair. Is she dreaming? Yes, I think so. Is she pretty? Yes, ever so. What you doing, Jennifer, my love? I'm thinking of what it would be like if she loved me. You know, just lately, this happy song, it came along, and I had to somehow try and tell you, Jennifer, Jennifer, layer of golden flecks. Jennifer, Jennifer, she longs for what she lacks. Do you like her? Yes, I do, sir. And with your lover, if I could, sir. Now what you doing, Jennifer, my love? Jennifer, 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 Jennifer.
We continue our journey around my songs and around the world. It seems we're going to India and for the hurdy-gurdy man.
Thrown like a star in my vast sleep, I opened my eyes to take a peek, to find that I was by the sea, gazing with tranquility. Just then when I heard a gurdy man come singing the songs of love. Then when I heard a gurdy man come singing the songs of love. Heard a gurdy, heard a gurdy, heard a gurdy, gurdy sang. Heard a gurdy, heard a gurdy, heard a gurdy, gurdy sang. Heard a gurdy, heard a gurdy, heard a gurdy, gurdy sang. Histories of ages past, unenlightened shadows cast down through all eternity, the crying of humanity. Just then when the hurdy-gurdy man comes singing the songs of love. Then when the hurdy-gurdy man comes singing the songs of love. Hurdy-gurdy, 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 gurdy sang. Hurdy-gurdy, 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 gurdy sang. Hurdy-gurdy, 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 gurdy sang.
Das war Donovan on Stage und jetzt möchte ich mich mit dem Mann selbst über sein Comeback, über seine Musik und über seine Karriere unterhalten. Your recent single collaboration, Atlantis, aside, it has been quite some time that actually you've been presenting yourself in public.
Exactly.
So, what have you been up to?
People ask. It's as if I disappeared off the actual map of the music world.
But didn't you, even on purpose?
Well, it was a choice, because when I go all the way back to the 13 top 20 singles between 1965 and 1969, it was almost like I had already achieved everything that I'd ever planned for myself as a teenager. How can you get any better than that? But then Korea moved on into 70s and 80s and now 90s. But I never was obsessed to try to repeat my success. And people say it was smart. You pulled myself away. I continue to write songs, and just recently, there isn't 6 weeks that goes by without a movie company asking me for one of my songs to be included in a new movie.
Mm.
So my publishing world has become very popular. But to satisfy my own songwriting soul, I've been in the studio these last 3 years making new works.
With you in producing music, is it that you had something like a musical blueprint over the years that you always followed by producing music?
Music is all about roots and branches. Now, we think of Elvis as the king of rock and roll, which is electric and keyboards. But when you actually hear his first record, it's an acoustic guitar and a bass. And I was fascinated with that. So I always realized I was part of that tradition. And Jewel, tonight, she's sitting around with a guitar writing a song. That's what we do.
Mm.
And Paul McCartney and John Lennon, when we were sitting around, we were 20 years old, we had one guitar, one song. The whole route is basically the guitar. That's what I am.
Maybe you can tell us something about your trip over to India that you had with the Beatles. I mean,
Yeah.
what was the main idea behind that trip?
We'd been reading about it, thinking about it. What does it actually mean to meditate? And this is the thing. Turn off your mind, relax, and float downstream. Was John Lennon introduced those words, "It is not dying," into one of his songs. It was directly from the Tibetan Book of the Dead, a Buddhist manuscript, which actually speaks of that all the troubles in the world are being created by mind substances that are focusing on the wrong things. And then we heard about there was one guru who was coming to the West. We met him, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and he said, "Come with me, I'll teach you how to meditate and stop the flow of mind stuff."
In the US, that people have been calling you a hippie, something that you never really felt comfortable with.
Mm.
And also, like, in Europe instead, they've been calling you a bohemian. I mean, how does that really get together?
A bohemian lifestyle, Patrice, is when you actually stand up, and you could upset your parents. You say, "I've had enough of this, I don't believe in it, I think you're all wrong, and I want to go to where the people are that are thinking new future thoughts." When I grew up, I realized that to actually leave my conditioning and my background and my social structure was actually stepping over to the other side of the tracks. If I pick up a guitar, I'm leaving what my parents thought I was going to do.
Coming to another personality, I mean, still talking about you, but Bob Dylan was always a name that was always in comparison with you.
Yeah.
In which way was that helpful or painful, perhaps?
I was the European folk singer, the only one that would become the figure to present a certain view of protest and spirituality, just as Bob did in America.
Mm.
But it's crazy how audiences or fans choose one artist or another. Artists don't do that. Only audiences do it.
What would you say did you contribute to the entire popular music scene?
Well, it would seem from the outside that I fused elements that are not supposed to go together, but as I got older, I realized that there's only one word that describes me. I'm a poet. But I'll use any platform, sound, costume, shape, event to present this lyric. Because this lyric comes to me first, remember.
Do you think that music can change something at all?
When you actually hear a certain piece of music, it allows you to relax and release your stress and look at your life in a different view. It's the person who's listening to the music that's going to change the world, not the music.
But the attitude definitely must have changed. I mean, taking, for example, like artists like Jewel, for example.
Here is a real folk event. This kid wants to play guitar. She's got nothing, and she's starting from nowhere. And that was different when she arrived. And she had a hard time. She played live for a long while. And then her generation realized that she was the new voice, and she was singing about her life. Nobody was writing for her or producing her. She arrived. And so meeting her for the first time tonight was a great joy to me. She's already recorded one of my songs, you know.
I know, for a soundtrack.
Sunshine Suit Man, but her version was so true to my genre. So I felt very close, and I'm so pleased that we did this show tonight as a double act.
Sunshine came softly through my window today. Could have tripped out easy, but I changed my way. It'll take time, I know it, but in a while you're gonna be mine, I know it. We'll do it in style. When you made your mind up, you're going to be mine. I tell you right now, and chicken a book now, baby, yeah, that I can find. Everybody's hustling just to have a little scene. When I say Bobby cool, I think that you know what I mean. We stood on the beach at sunset. Do you remember when? I know a beach where, baby, it never ends. When you made your mind up, you're going to be mine. I tell you right now, any trick in the book now, baby, yeah, that I can find. Oh, when you made your mind up, you're going to be mine. I tell you right now, any trick in the book now, baby, yeah, that I can find. Superman, a Green Lantern ain't got nothing on me. Oh, I can make like a turtle and die for your cousin I see. Oh, we stayed on the beach at sunset. Do you remember when? La 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 la. I know a beach where, baby, it never ends. When you've made your mind up, you're going to be mine. I tell you right now, any trick in the book now, baby, yeah, that I can find. When you've made your mind up, you're going to be mine. I tell you right now, any trick in the book now, baby, yeah, that I can find.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, put your hands together, keep them together for this song. Here we go.
Just mad about saffron. Saffron's mad about me. I'm just mad about saffron. She's just mad about me. What's my name? They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. I'm just mad about 14. 14's mad about me. I'm just mad about 14. She's just mad about me. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. Oh yeah. Born high forever to fly. Wind velocity nil. Born high forever to fly. If anyone to cup I would fill. They call me Mellow Yellow. Tight, trite, slim. They call me Mellow Yellow. Tight, trite, slim. They call me Mellow Yellow.